Good morning. I am Pranav Prakhar. Let's take a look at newspaper headlines published from Delhi today. First, the Hindu newspaper. BJP's credibility will see it through in Uttar Pradesh, says Rajnath Singh. No support for opposition on demonetization, says the minister. Why is Prajapati still in Uttar Pradesh cabinet? Asks Governor Nayak. Governor questions Akhilesh on rape accused minister. The continuance of rape accused Gayatri Prajapati as a minister in Akhilesh cabinet has raised serious question of constitutional morality and crisis. Sikh man again shot at in Washington. Third incident in 2 weeks targeting Indian American. This is the third incident of violence targeting Indian American in 2 weeks. A white man who had his face partially covered shot at 39-year-old Deep Rai on Friday night in Kent, Washington state. The racial attack against Indians is on the upswing, which is a matter of grave concern both for India and USA. Donald Trump has to find a solution to it, to the charged environment of anti-immigration, or what you call racist attack against India has to stop. In another news, Andhra Pradesh government want INS Virat turned into a luxury hotel. Fate of aircraft carrier remains unclear as Defence Ministry is yet to decide on the proposal. On its last day in service on March 6, after 3 decades of sailing, the fate of INS Virat, the oldest aircraft carrier of the Indian Navy, remains unclear as to whether it will be converted into a luxury hotel or will it head to the scrapyard to be broken up. Moving ahead to the Times of India, masked man shoots, wounds Sikh outside his house in US. Again, the same news. Hate crime against Indian in USA is a matter of great concern. Third attack on Indian in 10 days. Drives off after yelling, "Go back to your country." More than half of under 5 kids in India are anemic. Why Prajapati still a minister? Asked Governor. Uttar Pradesh Governor Ram Naik asked Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav on Sunday why absconding minister Gayatri Prajapati, who is accused of grave crime of rape, was still in the cabinet. China growth target 25-year low of 6.5. China has opted for its lowest economic growth target in 25 years, pegging it at 6.5 in 2017. On the other hand, India's growth target is above 7%. Tirunelveli, first to have 100% waste segregation. It took barely a few months for Tirunelveli municipality in Tamil Nadu achieving 100% segregation of waste at source across household and establishment. This is after the initiative of Pradhan Mantri Swachh Bharat Abhiyan now bearing fruit. Industry funded research play down risk from mobile study. Moving ahead to the Hindustan Times, Hizbul militant, Pakistan fighter killed in Tral. Security forces eliminate militants in Burhan Wani's hometown after 18-hour gunfight as CRPF men fend off stone pelters. 2 Uri guides fled to POK after teasing village girl. Sikh man shot in US. Attackers say, "Go back to your country." A Sikh man was shot at and wounded in his driveway in Kent, Washington by masked assailant who then called out to him to go back to your country. A variation of the last word Indian engineer Srinivas Kuchibhotla heard at the bar in Kansas last month in a hate crime murder that shook up both US and India. Implementation of smart city project yet to pick up in pace. Moving ahead to the Indian Express, why is Prajapati still minister? So that question is posed by the governor of Uttar Pradesh against to the chief minister of Uttar Pradesh Akhilesh Yadav. Gayatri Prajapati is implicated in serious rape charges brought against him. In a first, IT moves against entities making illegal profit via penny stocks. Sikh shot at in US by man who shouted, "Go back to your country." Indian diplomats open channel. Community rallies support online. Manipur insurgent camp votes, this time with BJP in poll frame. Before we move ahead with the business dailies published from Delhi today, we will be back after a short break. For the latest news, listen to Tarang Online Radio. तरंग ऑनलाइन रेडियो के माध्यम से जुड़ रहे हैं विश्व भर के भारतवंशी। आइए आप भी जुड़ें।
आप सुन रहे हैं तरंग डिवोशनल।
आध्यात्म से जुड़े।
देश दुनिया की खबरों के लिए लॉग ऑन करें हमारा वेबसाइट www.pmipl.in। सुनते रहिए तरंग डिवोशनल, अध्यात्म की बातें।
Welcome back. Let's take a look at business dailies published from Delhi today. First, the Mint newspaper from Hindustan Times Group. Tata in talk with Vanguard Allianz to sell stake in MF business. Tata Asset Management is looking for a foreign strategic partner to pick up 26 to 49% stake. India to draft rules for institutional investor voting on companies matter. Cement production this fiscal on course for first decline in 15 years. Roiled by cash crisis, Air Costa stops booking, hunts for investor. France Peugeot poised to buy Opel from General Motors. Now moving on to the economics time, two watchdogs in territorial war over HDFC Bank trade. Angry SEBI suits off letter to RBI complaining against latter's intervention in trading on February 17. How Tata and Docomo got on phone again. Friends to foe to friends again. The inside story of how Tata and Docomo patched up after face-to-face meeting, mails and phone calls. Happy end to e-tail tax tale in GST era. GST Council decides to cap tax collected at source on e-commerce companies at 1%. So that's all we have in this edition of Business Dailies published from Delhi. This is the headline of the Business Dailies that we were bringing to you. Till we come back again with more news, paper headlines, it's goodbye from Pranab Prakhar.